I really remember the time the Battlefield 1 was starting to come up in the kind of hype area of marketing for gaming. It was a game, especially with a disappointing Call of Duty release or Call of Duty trailer to an upcoming release, that Battlefield 1 seemed to be like a savior and was gonna snatch so many Call of Duty players over to the franchise. It was a great time to be a Battlefield fanboy. I personally just came from Battlefield 4, and this is what I want to ask before the video starts. Did you enjoy Battlefield 1 in the beginning, or did you not enjoy it? And if so, why? Personally, especially early in the game, that I've just revisited here in 2020, I didn't enjoy Battlefield 1. For me, the game wasn't as entertaining as I was expecting, to be completely honest. It was boring for me. And I want to take a look at that. I've been revisiting Battlefield 1, and something extraordinary actually happened. That was that when I've been making this video was supposed to be out 3 days ago, but I have found excuses for me to, try something out or maybe play a couple more rounds just to get a bit of feeling for it, which essentially is my way of excusing me to sit down and play more games. Battlefield 1 right now, the player base and the state of the game is better, in my opinion, than it has been in a very long time. Beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. A like on the video really does help out against the algorithm, so I'm a small YouTuber, it's very much appreciated. Same goes with subscribe to the channel if you like FPS content, and of course, down in that comment section, again, please do tell me, because I always feel like I'm a minority that does not like, or that didn't like Battlefield 1 on release and in the early stages of the game. For me, that game was always underwhelming, and it's only now that I've been revisiting the game, and it might have something to do with the state of Battlefield 5 and how hard that has been for a long time, that I have really started enjoying this game more than I ever expected. Let's start with the positives. Battlefield 1. Visuals is, in my opinion, been better than Battlefield 5 and is the best looking Battlefield game in history right now. The sound design is awesome. I think that the atmosphere that they have managed to design just feels epic and immersive. In general, the game is fun, and getting kills is satisfying. There's a lot of stuff that this game does right. However, there was also a lot of things that they did wrong early in release. And I think that for me, it came always down to two things and two mistakes that I didn't like. The first one was just the gameplay. For me, the gameplay wasn't enjoyable. Sniping was fun. For some reason, they decided to buff the sniper rifles from Battlefield 4, which I always found great, because I snipe. But at the same time, as I always questioned why they would balance that up. Why would they buff snipers, which was already pretty strong in Battlefield 1? But hey, who cares? If you like sniping, you would like this game. So I play a lot of sniper, and that was enjoyable, but a lot of the other stuff just wasn't. Of course, area combat, a lot of people seem to like that a lot. But if you are playing the assault class early, it was such a limiting class. It was hipfire only. Have fun trying to get anything at medium range with any of these guns. It was shotguns and designed SMGs that was really good at close range and really awful at most thing else. Same for the medic class. It had DMRs, semi-automatic rifles, not that many. I think it had a couple of them on release, and that's about it. If you wanted to have something that was all about round and balance from the assault class, you had to hit level 10. And because of issue number 2, lack of content, there was no real guns between like level 4 and level 10. I mean, you had to grind 6 level of assault with the most boring ass guns in the game, playing with the Automatico for like 18,000 years straight. It was infuriating. I personally did not enjoy the game. I come from a background of Overwatch. I play Overwatch competitively. I coach in it professionally. I've hit the highest rank in the game numerous times. And I say that I didn't like the hipfire in a game like Battlefield. And it might have something to do with the expectation from Battlefield 4, where you could have guns for most classes had guns that fitted most scenarios. The sniper classes, of course, was sniper rifles, and that's fine. But you could get SMGs for the engineer class. Some of those could also work decently at medium ranges. But then you could come to something like the medic class back in Battlefield 4, and you can use assault rifle, some that worked really good in close range, and some that were better like medium and longer ranges. You could choose. There was this balance that was present of choice and options, of course with awesome customization in the way that you could do loadouts, that wasn't present in Battlefield 4. This has been redeemed in the new version, and that's what I want to talk about. Battlefield 1 in 2020, if you have the DLCs, it's an amazing game. It has some amazing fun maps. It still has some horrible ones, like there always are in titles like these. I just finished like the last game that I played. Now I actually left a little bit before. No, I actually left right when it was. I played the entire game out. Actually, now to think about it, but I wasn't enjoying it because we were playing a map where there's one point that essentially is the center of everything, and they can sit inside this large dome, and they can just toss nades and explosives out the door 24/7, and it's not an enjoyable experience. So there are shitty maps, of course, like in most multiplayer games, but there's also so many good and just fun maps that really just give us a good gameplay experience. And that with new updated guns that just really hit the balance in a good way. You have the assault class have fully automatic, like the automatic rifles that you can play around with. The LMG class has different light machine guns. Some of them which works as almost assault rifles. Some of them which are like these set them down and use them. Some that is a little bit in between. You have guns for the assault class in close quarters that works on medium ranges, but you also have some that works really good in close ranges, some that's a little bit in between there. There are a balance range and the choice options that you can make. And you might come here and wonder, how's the player numbers? Is this game completely dead? Is it not? I played this throughout the week, and I tried to spread out different times, like everything from like a Tuesday early in the morning to a Tuesday in the evening, a Wednesday or a Friday in the middle of the day, so also later and so on. And also now, what I think is somewhat at least around peak time, Saturday and Sunday around like 4 p.m. European time, which I think is like a decent good time, right? People have been able to maybe come home, maybe get some food, right? And I played out like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., where people especially should be able to get on, left different servers, continuously checked how some of the player base was going. And it's actually pretty healthy. In the weekdays, especially, you know, when most people are at work or when you are expecting that there's a lot of people that can't be there, then you could find 3-4 servers that is filled up with full player counts, about 64, 61 players, some that has a little bit of queues. On a Sunday at 4 p.m., it was very difficult to actually get into a game just because most servers was filled to the brim, and there was like 64-7 in queue, 64-5 in queue, 64-3 in queue, and you actually had to wait to get into some of the servers, meaning there is actually a pretty strong population. I would say there was at least 12 servers running with full stacked player numbers. There's a little bit of a weird thing in Origins where you have to like refresh, and when you refresh, different servers come up with different player counts. Like if you sort by player count and you click refresh, you will get different servers. So in one refresh, you get 5 hits from 5 different servers. Click once more, and there's all of a sudden 3 new servers that didn't list previously that all of a sudden just replaced the 5. So you kind of have to click refresh, and up to like 3 times, it kind of cycles 3 different servers, which all seem to be in Europe because all of them have good ping relationship to me. It's weird. I have no clue why, if it's a bug. But generally, I can find servers almost any time of the day that I can play on. It's not like the most healthy game of them all. It isn't. It's not like you'll find 12 servers on, you know, a Tuesday morning at 4 a.m. Right? You will find 12 servers running online. It's not. But it's more than good enough that there are multiple servers you can get to play almost every map. If there's some maps that you don't like or that you want to avoid, you can normally avoid them without too much hassle. Generally, healthy community online. However, is this worth a buy? If you haven't invested in the game, is it worth a buy? I would say no. Yeah, if you want to play this game, you have to play the base game, buy the base game, and also buy the DLC, which I don't think is currently worth it. Especially with upcoming titles. it's a pretty old game. I don't think it's worth the investment unless you can find a really good deal and you feel like starting on a new Battlefield game. Maybe you're really tired of Battlefield 5, but you want to for some reason get into Battlefield 1 and you never did. Then maybe if there's a good deal online, there's a big sale or something like that, and you can get the DLC cheaply or really free. But if not, then no. I don't think that the base game is worth it. I don't think that long term it will be worth it, even though I think that this game will be live for, well, years to come still, because I think that the people that are playing the game that I got to talk a little bit with, it's difficult, right, because it's 64 old chats server, right, was seeming to enjoy the game a lot, and there was a bunch of people that seems to just be playing the game because it's fun, and I can get that. As I said, when researching for this game, a lot of research was done by me just playing the game, and I have to check out that map, right? Oh, I have to unlock this gun that I haven't unlocked before because I gotta try out, right? Like, and I don't even have footage of some of those fucking guns. I was like, I gotta play with it, you know, for the video. What if I want to talk about this specific gun? Even though we all know I wasn't gonna do that. So this game is fun. It genuinely is. With all the DLC, with how it is now, the performance of the game is great. Visuals, as always, was amazing. The maps and so on. And here's what I'll leave it up to you. Have you checked it out? Your thoughts, opinions on the game, the comments, this actually helps against the algorithm, helps promote the video. Same goes with please like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, just to fuck with the rest of the people that didn't make it this far, write how you like pudding with ketchup on it. And just like wait and see everybody that's confused about why the fuck this is getting spammed in my comment section. But yeah. Besides that, Discord community, Twitter, and Twitch, link down in the description if you want to check it out. Always appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves, stay positive. I love you guys very, very much. As always, my name has been Jonal, and you guys, please take care of yourself, stay positive, and keep the enemy in your crosshair.